guys, it's Kate. Welcome to Co-Parenting with a Narcissist 101. Thank you for joining me. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Also like and share as well. Guys, before you compare your life with a narcissist to what is currently going on with a new supply, you have to have one thing in mind. And you have to have this in mind because it's not fair to you to not consider this. If you are comparing, which that's what we do. If you're comparing your life with your life with narcissists and what they actually dealing with the new supply, and what you need to consider is the timeline. You have to consider the timeline. If you are in a relationship, like I was in a relationship with a narcissist for 10 plus years. And now he's in another relationship with another person, maybe for 10 months or whatever. It would be unfair to me to compare what, my 10 years worth or the 10 years mark to what is going on in the 10 months mark. And especially with the whole show and everything that's going on in the social media and everything, it's unfair to you to compare what is going on now with what you went with. So you see, because we already figured out, yes, they have stages with their relationship. We all understand that. So by the time they left you, which that's a discard phase, or you left, it was over. So obviously you've made it all the way to the end of the stages, and they're over there starting off these stages again with another person. So you looking at where you are on the 10-year mark with where they are in a month, 2 months, a year, 10 months, is unfair to you because it doesn't make any. It's comparing apple to oranges. That's not going to work. So you have to compare where you were at the 10-month mark to where they are at the 10-month mark, and the chances are you are probably going through the exact same thing that the new supply is going through. They are probably showcasing you at the social media. You guys are going on vacation together. Love bomb is still in full force, for sure. So it's not going to be what is going on in the 10-year mark, which is, where you are with the discard. Because we all tend to be like, oh, wow, they're treating the new supply different. They're doing all this, things are different over there. No, we can't compare the end of what happened to what they are in the beginning of theirs. Because we have knowledge now that it is all a stage. There are 3 different stages going on. They start with the love bomb, then they devalue, and then they discard you. That's it. Rinse, repeat. So they're in the love bomb stage, and you are in the discard. There's no point comparing. That's unfair to you to compare that. So before you beat yourself up or somehow they are miraculously they found their soulmate and everything else is working out great, they seem happy all the time, depending on what they're present on the social media and everything, you have to think back. If you can remember, what were you doing with the narcissist at exactly the same timeline as they are with the new supply now? That's how you compare this. And like I said, chances are you are going through exactly the same thing that they're going through. Obviously, because the devalue hasn't started yet. Definitely the discard hasn't happened. So it's unfair, to you to look at their life now and think, oh, wow, look at, obviously something must be wrong with me or whatever it is, or they probably love them now. They never did love you. They don't love anybody. So when you're looking at this, one thing you have to always remember is the timeline. Focus on the timeline. You got to compare apples to apples now, not apples to oranges, because that's exactly how different it would be. So before you get on yourself or, start, getting in your head, which, is understandable. We all did that, when you come out. Yes, you probably think like, oh, they're doing that now. They weren't doing it, with you, or now it's, things are different. It seems like they're listening and they're paying attention. They're doing all this. No, because we are looking at that from the end stage of where we are to the beginning stage of where they are. So no, If you are still looking at comparing or looking at what's trying to figure out where they are, you have to go back exactly in the timeline in your relationship, and that's how you know what is going on over there. I mean, if you're interested in seeing, to know what is going on over there. But I just want to kind of throw this in there to not beat yourself down, or because like it's unfair to you trying, comparing with the end of the stage to what they're currently doing. No, if you want to compare what they're doing, they're in the loved one phase, you go back to the beginning of your relationship. I guarantee you it's going to be the same thing. you know just like when they get to the deep value, the same thing that happened to you will happen. So if you're comparing 10 months, make sure you're comparing 10 months to the 10 months, not 10 months to your 10 years. Don't compare their 6 months to your 6 years. That will not be fair to you. All right, guys, get a hold of your mind and everything has to fall into place. Please like and share. Take care.